Biggie says a friend of his encountered me yesterday. I was trying to remember. I was in the grocery store at the old Trading Post. That's true. But your friend did not say hello.
No, she said she spotted you, but you were sweating profusely and looked out of breath.
Fact. Yeah.
She said, I'm assuming he was coming from pickleball, and he just doesn't always look like that.
Or does he just love that store that much?
Well, I was coming from pickleball. That's fact. I had been invited to a very secret.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I told
her. VIP event.
I told her you played a very special, private, secret game of pickleball to which she could not stop laughing.
Very well.
And he couldn't change clothes after.
She asked if you carried an extra shirt with you, and I said, yeah, hard to say.
Sometimes, yes, especially in the heat of the summer, I change right there on the court. You know, sometimes you hang, you're hanging off of you. But in this particular case, this was an unscheduled stop at the old Trading Post. I realized.
Were you told to stop, or was this voluntary?
Voluntary. I was passing by it and thought I could use some peanut butter and veered in there. Got a little blackberry yogurt and some peanut butter. So
lunch.
Good for good for the day. Exactly.
She said you really stood out.
Yeah.
Made a lot of people nervous. She was over in the cheese area and said there was an older woman who grabbed onto her and was like, oh, something doesn't feel right about him.
Yeah, I know exactly. I was over in cheese there for a time. I didn't make a cheese. I considered a cheese purchase.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I know exactly what I want in that store, so I'll just knock people out of the way to get it. Because that's a store a lot of people just stand and stare for a while. And I know
browse.
They browse. I know I'm not a browser.
My mother has become a fan of the Trading Post.
Yeah.
But like you, she only goes in for one or two things instead of buying several things. So she goes a lot. Well, yesterday she was there for, I believe they have a lovely frozen Spanish rice.
Oh, God, we buy that all the time. That's Spanish. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to over sell it. That's Spanish
frozen Spanish rice.
If
you want it frozen,
I mean, if you really want to tease those days, but get the frozen Spanish rice.
She swears by it, and now she's going twice a week for it.
Microwavable.
Exactly, that's what she said.
We took the best rice Spain could offer and said, "What if we froze it?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She said it reminds her of her mother's Spanish rice that my grandmother used to make.
Tremendous. It's delicious. Which is a perfect segue into the Giada de Laurentiis story. Apparently, she's upset because, she's telling her story for the first time. Giada de Laurentiis, world-renowned chef? I don't know very well.
Yeah, TV personality, chef, restaurateur, foodie.
Now, how does she compare with Mario Batali? Mario Batali is a bigger
I think they
name.
were peers, right?
Yeah.
For a time?
Is he a bigger name or not a bigger name?
I would think of her.
I think Giada by a bosom.
Okay.
Her cleavage has become quite famous.
How interesting you should say that.
Yeah, it has.
How interesting you should say that. In a
the hottest
more
chef out there.
lewd,
slap-jawed way.
Yeah.
It is.
Now watch her, you know.
20 years ago, she wrote a cookbook called Everyday Italian. And she asked Mario Batali to write a foreword for it. She wanted him to put something in it. And when it was written, just a couple of pages, apparently he made a lot of references to her breast. To her chest. And she was devastated by this because it made her think, the only reason I'm starting to do well in this business is because of my chest.
I remember from my first cookbook asking Mario Batali for a foreword because he's a legend in the Italian space. In that time, he was. And I felt like his stamp of approval would have been huge for me. And then he wrote it. And when I read it, I cried because I realized he's basically saying that I've gotten to where I've gotten because I have big boobs. And that if he had the boobs, he would even be much further. I called my editor and I was in tears. I'm like, clearly I can't use this. And she was like, we'll rewrite it and I'll send it to him. And we did. And he said, sure.
So they wrote what he said and he signed off on it and they gave him credit,
fine.
even though he wrote all about her boobs. I don't know her.
If I had boobs, I'd be farther along in my career. I mean, honestly, Giada, stuffed shells, boy, how do you do it?
Now, if memory serves, Mr. Batali's been kind of caught up in the sexual harassment.
Yeah.
You don't see him anymore.
No,
I think he's lost his jobs.
Yeah.
Well,
because of his proclivities.
I didn't know. I'm not part of that world at all. You all watch the food shows and I don't. But I
I
have
mean,
heard that
his name. I mean, he was in the news.
I've heard both
Yeah.
those names. Mario
He always
Batali.
wore orange Crocs, I think.
Okay.
That was kind of his signature thing.
You know, when someone asks you to write a foreword for their book that's going to be in the book that's printed, you
When
think,
I first met Giada,
you
I was taken by this. It smelled like my Nana's kitchen, but my Nana never had titties like that.
you'd think you'd have a little more class, a little more
Yeah.
couth
A little.
than to write that, you know?
Oh, look who's got a book.
Yeah.
Old Big Tits Giada.
We make many of the same dishes, but my boobs don't hang over the plate.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could wear a low-cut shirt on my show, but I'd be fired.
you can understand why she was upset about it.
Oh yeah, they had a whole 60 Minutes episode about Mario and his sexual harassment.
I thought so. Yeah,
He really.
Is he off the grid?
Yeah, he went to trial.
Oh, my.
He was charged at one point with indecent assault and battery in Boston.
Did he go to
gracious.
prison?
It says he was acquitted, but he has not been in the spotlight since.
Yeah.
You know, once you do something like that.
If anyone in this room wrote a book, who would be asked to write the foreword?
I am going to write a book, and I'm going to ask you, Chris Demm, to write the foreword. Because I'm not going to write it for another 10 years, and I don't know where Biggie will be. But if
That's
you're...
a polite way of putting that.
Okay, thank you. See how
Well, because I'll be spread somewhere. Probably a little bit at Wrigley, a little bit in the Keys, a little bit in Vegas.
No. I'm just saying you may be traveling, who knows what life you'll be living.
On the road with Oasis.
That's right. But I
wonder what facility I'll be in.
I've decided to
And if I
write
can
a
still
book.
feed myself.
In 10 years, I'm writing a book.
Memoir? Fiction? Nonfiction?
Nonfiction, the
Okay.
history of radio.
Your story?
My story, as I've seen it.
I hope Chris Demm's forward is much like the conversations you two have in your office. He'll start writing and then he'll just go blank because he left and forgot to
He'll
finish.
leave the room
Yeah.
and won't finish it. Exactly.
Because that's how many of your conversations go, Chris Kelly. You talk for 10 minutes
That's right.
and then realize that he actually left, got in his car and is home.
That's right.
What am I doing in this industry?
And
You
he'll.
ever wonder what it's all about?
I've had many conversations with Chris Demm where he's not present. Now, the other celebrity that's spilling the tea today is Leonardo DiCaprio. He's given a big interview to Vanity Fair.
I mean, he's got a project coming out?
He's turning 50, or he's just turned 50, I guess. And maybe he does have a project coming out. I've read a couple of things about it. Here's one for Biggie. What is his biggest career regret? He turned down a role in the late 90s that he said, I wish I had done that role. It's the one movie he wanted. The other thing he said was he was most starstruck when he met Luke Perry, because he was young and he had not, he was just coming along in the business.
Luke Perry.
Well, he met him when he was a teenager, and Luke Perry was,
TV star.
huge TV star. So Leonardo DiCaprio said the one time he's been starstruck in his entire career was when he met Luke Perry. Biggie, what role do you think Leonardo DiCaprio turned down late 90s that he was offered the role and it's his biggest career regret?
Late 90s.
Yes.
The Matrix.
Oh, good guess. Boogie Nights. He was offered the role. Mark Wahlberg took it. He was offered it and did not take it and said, if I had, I wish I had, is basically what he said.
I mean, Wahlberg crushed it.
He did.
But I think, when you think of the two in the abstract, Wahlberg is way more believable as the airheaded dunce
Dumb guy.
with the giant dong.
Yeah.
Has Leonardo DiCaprio ever played a really dumb?
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played like mentally challenged.
Yeah, but he's most of his characters a little more brainy.
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever played.
just like a
kind of just
dolt.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I'll tell you, I guess The Matrix because I believe Will Smith did turn it down.
Oh.
And I think before they landed on Keanu, there were quite a few other major actors offered it.
Yeah.
Because Will Smith has said that's like the one he's
That's his
like,
big regret.
yeah, like I should have taken that. But
Well.
but you read the script and you think, ain't gonna work.
It's just the look of it that makes it so good. The story I'm interested in, Taylor was on the Kelsey podcast last night and dropped the album. Well, she talked about the album.
She talked about a lot.
Yeah. I see these two walking down the aisle together. I say it. You've been on that for a while, but those two seem more in love than ever. Taylor and Travis.
They seem, at least according to them and the stories I didn't listen to the whole podcast. I, like many, saw the highlights of it. They seem like a very normal couple. They don't seem flashy. They hang out a lot in Kansas City at his place.
Yeah.
She told a story of her basically buying back her masters of her music.
That was very emotional for her. She wanted those back, of course.
And she said that she went up to tell him, and he was upstairs playing video games.
Right.
Like, they seem just like a normal couple to me.
Now, I've had it up here with the Kelsey brothers. I don't care if I ever see them again.
Sure.
I'm totally over them. But I love Taylor's music. That's where you said yesterday all us 50-year-old guys are all mad because Taylor Swift is in the world.
Yeah. Well, she told how she spent her summer. Her father had a, quintuple bypass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And it was not public till now. And she spent the summer basically taking care of her father. And she said she did everything like building a stool for the shower for him.
Right.
And taking care of him. You know, the family rallied around. She spent her whole summer basically with Travis or with the family. And I was like, laughing because I'm like, how can you hate this woman?
I like
she
her.
spent, like truly, it's like, what are you going to say about her now? She spent the summer taking care of her father who had to come to, what a bitch.
Well,
how dare she?
But anybody that gets that popular,
I know,
just gets backlash. It's just like because you're just tired of seeing her. Like, people get mad when they show her at the football games. But of course they're going to show her at the football games. I mean, she's an unbelievable flopper.
But every other headline in some of the on the internets today is Taylor this, Taylor that, Taylor that.
Yeah.
Whatever she does.
So people get fatigued.
They're tired of it.
Yeah, she kind of played into that NFL part
I
too.
saw that.
Yeah, because
That's
she's
funny.
like, I know what you want, and that's more of me at your NFL games.
Exactly, which she realized. But look, she's going to go see her boyfriend play football. She doesn't put the camera on herself. She's just there watching the game. I don't have any issue with Taylor Swift. She's nothing but a big bowl of talent. That's all she is.
And she seems like a nice person.
Don't write her forward.
Okay, you're a big bowl of talent,
And nice.
and you're good looking and good for you, and you do what you want. You do you, girl. She's gonna go, this is great. She's dropping the album in October, and she's gonna tour behind it next year, which means the American economy should take a big boost. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Last time she toured, it like saved all these cities. It's like a Super Bowl every time she goes into that city.
There was a meme going around yesterday, and it said, "Dad's checking their 401k for the next Taylor tour for their daughter."
Yeah, exactly. And then, God, you see all those Swifties that are just beside themselves because she was going to speak last night in the new. I mean, it's been a long time since an artist has had that kind of.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. So she was on there and gave the hints about the album last night. There's one more travel note. Well, two more, really. First of all, I'm traveling to New York this weekend, and there is a gentleman who is a member of the TSA, works for the TSA, told me about how to get the real ID and if I needed the real ID. Remember that was a few weeks ago. Now he is saying, yesterday he said, if you want me to, I'll meet you at the airport to walk you through it. And now today he has said, please give me your flight number and the time you were leaving. I will be there. I am walking you through the airport.
An armed escort?
An armed escort through the airport.
Are you saying that there's a chance tomorrow they'll have a TSA meeting?
Yeah.
And it'll be like, we have a very special guest coming in.
Yeah.
Is it Steven Tyler?
No.
No. Is it Eddie Murphy?
No.
No.
It's not that boob DJ that keeps talking about the real ID. It is.
We're going to need to walk him hand in hand through the airport.
We form a human chain.
Yes.
No one gets in, no one gets out.
The TSA employee says, I need every detail of your flight. Airline flight number, time of departure. I will be there. And he said he's going to take a quick one. He'll go to New York as well to escort me back.
Like an air marshal would?
Yeah. I've alerted New York that you're coming.
Yeah.
They'll be at the gate.
My guy at LaGuardia's got you.
Very, very, very
I'll hand you off.
Yep.